How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews back with a little bit of hot butcher jams in the form of their Swivel Arm Battle Grip. This is a Amarillo Citra and Waiiti, probably butchering that, hopped India Pale Ale, 6.5%. Their tasting notes, as they typically do in the back of their cans, you can see here they have a ripe stone fruit, a light pine, and a zesty citrus. So, yeah, maybe a little bit east and west battling back and forth, battling with that Kung Fu grip. Yeah, a little bit of hot butcher. You know me. I'm a real G. I love me a little bit of hot butcher, and we'll see what's what. Typically, the lower ABV stuff is really where I kind of love their beers to sit. And you're talking about 6.5%. It's not the biggest beer in the history of mankind. But what also turns me on is their labeling. It's always one of my favorite labels in the game. Dan Jetsa really kind of knocks their labels out of the park. I'm curious. You guys put down there, before you hear what I'm going to say next, tell me what you think of when you think of Swivel Arm Battle Grip. There's two specific things I think of. One is G.I. Joe. You gotta get that battle grip, man. That kind of army grip. And then He-Man. Because, listen, for you kids my age, you know, your early 40s, your mid 40s kind of dudes and ladies and gents and things, there's nothing more frustrating than the arms popping off your He-Man toys. They would pop off all the time. They had this kind of dry, rotty rubber thing that connected, like, the arm joint to, like, the shoulder, and that's kind of what I think of. They popped off my whole childhood. So, yeah, what do we have there? That looks like new school Hazie to me. 6.5%, so you're talking about something that definitely comes in, you know, higher in ABV. It's not necessarily a sessionable beer, but it has that nice rich haze. It's not necessarily turkey gravy or anything like that, but I mean, it's got a rich haziness. There was a head there, about a quarter pinky finger, dissipated really quickly, so let's get a nose. I mean, they're kind of on point here. I wouldn't say I got a ton of pine here, but there's a nice pop of citrus in there. There's like a papaya thing, there's a melon thing, but there is a nice stone fruit thing. So there is a citrus, tropical fruit, and stone fruit leaning kind of component to it all across the board, but it's unique in that sense. Where the citrus is more grapefruit. The tropical fruit is a little bit more kind of papaya, maybe melon. Now the stone fruit is a little bit nectarine, if you will. But I don't really get much of that pine in those, but it smells really good. Fruit juice, if you will. But there's a soft bittering on the edge. Nothing really big there. You're not getting a big green. You're not getting a big pine. Might get that in the taste. But she smells like a nice soft fruit juice tilting kind of hazy IPA. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay. I mean, it really does follow suit in the taste. And you do get that pine note in there. You do, but it's very subtle. It's in the back. I wanted something not necessarily more aggressive, just a little bit more rounded and fatter. I mean, that peach pit, that stone fruit, that nectarine kind of fruit really comes to a forefront in the taste. So I really dig that. And while the mouthfeel isn't negative or thin, I thought it was going to come off a little richer. It's not bad. It's somewhere in the middle, mouthfeel wise. It has a little bit of soft bittering. It's starting to build, so you get that pine, and then you're starting to get a little bit of soft bittering. That grapefruit, pineapple is on the edge. I didn't say pineapple earlier, but you're definitely getting that in the taste. That little mango kind of tropical fruit kind of thing is definitely there. It's there. All of it's there. All the components are there. They're just coming off a little bit. Some are a little bit bigger. Some are a little bit smaller than where I'd like it to be. But it's tasty. I like it. I really like it. There's just something missing. Something missing. Something to bring it all together. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. This is, here we go, perfect example. This is the Mitchell Trubisky of beers. Now, everybody in Chicago is going to groan at that one. They're going to be like, oh my fucking God. So you're saying this is a really overrated, craptastic, we should have never picked this up and get rid of it as soon as we can kind of beers. That's not what I'm saying, because that's what I don't think of Mitchell Trubisky. I think it shows flashes. It shows promise. It shows really good stuff, but it's just kind of confusing and just lacking bringing the whole package together. And I'm trying to bring this home so it doesn't sound like a super douchey thing, because I think it's a tasty beer. All the components of what you want in an IPA are here. But every time I taste it, I feel like there's something missing. But all the flavors are there to give me everything I want in an IPA. It's very cryptic, unless you're actually a Chicago Bears fan, which this probably speaks to more than anybody else. So you kind of know what I'm talking about here. Where it doesn't come in as a Chicago Bears fan beer is I like it. Now, that's where I jumped the shark there. A lot of Chicago Bears fans are kind of like, well, it depends. I mean, this review goes up in 2 weeks. They might think, he's king shit of fuck mountain. That's how they roll. But I like it. It's tasty. It's giving me the bitterness. It's giving me a little bit of pine. Giving me a little bit of green. It's giving me tropical fruit. It's giving me, the nice stone fruit. It's giving me citrus, pineapple. It's giving me all the things I want. They're just not in a cohesive package and bringing it all at one time in a consistent way. And that's kind of what I'm trying to say. In a very Trubisky kind of way. So, yeah. Anyway. Who's going to get this? I don't fucking know. Anyway, let's talk about it. Is this one of the better IPAs, hazy IPAs I've had as of late? It's still in the conversation. That's the thing. I don't hate it. I like Mitchell Trubisky. I like this beer. It's just there's something askew, and I don't know if this is one of the better beers I've had in the style or one of still in the conversation being good, but I don't know if it's ever going to get there kind of thing. Again, confused review. I think those make for the better reviews, so there you go. Value and availability, it's Hop Butcher. Their price points are typically just below market value, so you're getting a good beer for the money, and they are distro-based in that they actually self-distribute pretty much all their cans, so while they do fly off the shelves, you can get them and leave you with, if you like what, will you like this? If you like the Chicago Bears, if you like Mitchell Trubisky, if you like New School Haze, listen. If you like New School Haze, this beer is going to do you. This is going to do you all kinds of proper. It's just not going to be a home run. It's just going to be, it's going to throw for 230, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, but that 1 interception came in the last drive of the game, and you tied. Does that make any sense? Man, I'm sorry, Chicago. That was a really brutal way to kind of make you guys listen to this review, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I did, but hopefully everybody else did. Down there, if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers, if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive, if you want to check me out doing the podcasting thing, I've reviewed the Hop Butcher, guys. Go check it out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Hop Butcher right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.